on the success that you have achieved as well. Of course, whenever people succeed, a lot of people look at that success and in a way ignore where the person has been before that. I'm pretty sure it's not been the easiest path for you as well. First up, as someone who's part of the fraternity, not at the same level obviously, let me just start off by saying immense respect for the choices you have made and for the execution that you have done on it. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please appreciate this lady who's made one of the boldest choices in cinema and then delivered on it as well. On that note, Vani, we're talking about the change makers. Guruji has just spoken very nicely as well. So just based on your experience and now where you are, what would you like to tell us?
Firstly, I would love to thank Brand Vision for acknowledging me and giving me the respect of and the recognition that I've been honored with tonight. I have to thank my director Kattu for trusting me with this one, and my lovely co-actor Ayushman, who was so brilliant and so supporting, and the audiences who gave it love, and you know, we kind of built that connection through this film. So I think that for me has been truly overwhelming. And what was your question again? I'm sorry.
Just on the path that you have followed, and in terms of what we're talking today, the change makers, what would you like to communicate? Because I'm pretty sure just based on your...
Most importantly, my family, my friends, and everyone at Yash Raj who was there with me through this entire journey, thank you. And yes, like you said, I worked with one of the finest actors today, Rani ma'am, Saif sir, Pankaj sir, and I think that the first day on set was a big fangirl moment for me, but I came out with a masterclass in acting.
That's brilliant, and it's incredible you said masterclass in acting, because it's great. There are a lot of people who go down that same path. You talk about congratulations, sir, and thank you so much for everything that you do. This author draws from India's rich past to take a fresh look at its potential for a glorious... Congratulations, ma'am. An Indian outsourcing service provider. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome once again.
Thank you so much.
I remember last time
I was shooting in and out of COVID, and I think what just keeps you driving is, you know, at least for me, what worked in this unfortunate period that we had is the drive to work, you know, because life is so uncertain and there's so much I wanted to do, and there wasn't a fear. It was just focus of whenever the lockdowns were opening, we were just, you know, there to shoot, and I think it's just so happy that everything's come together now. And I'm looking forward to 2020. Hopefully it'll all play as it's planned.
well, we wish you the very best of luck. One of the questions, since the award you're winning is for Style Icon. Lockdown, you mentioned it multiple times, you're hoping to get out of it, keeping your focus.
Yeah.
What's the style quotient during the first lockdown at home for you?
Oh, I was so happy I didn't have a style. I was just so happy that I had to be in my pair of shorts and t-shirts. I'm a very non-facade, you know, styling person. And I think whatever styling you see, that credit goes to my team. So even today, the award that actually I've got, I'd like to thank the team that works behind it. You know, my stylist Anshika and my team, Salim and Alia. Because without them, honestly, you can't put together a look. So I think this goes to them. And otherwise, it's comfort. I think comfort is style for me. So that's what it is.
Very well said. Congratulations. Congratulations to the team as well. Krisna, we're just going to have you on stage a little while longer.
Dad, my brother, my mom and I, and our cat and our bird.
But most of our conversations actually revolve around, food, and we're lucky. We all have the same passions. So yeah, conversations basically around food and fitness. It's pretty straightforward.
Now, a lot of you may not know this.
Through a lot of ups and downs in their lives, and sometimes when you're younger, when you start your career, you're not so mature and you don't understand cinema as well as you do now. So you don't realize how you are on the sets. People thought I was lazy, I wasn't interested in my work, and so suddenly there was a downfall in my career, and didn't realize that when I was a kid. And eventually I realized that, and I try to improve myself, and I'm thankful to God, because God is always looking up and giving people who work hard an opportunity. To get a second chance in this industry is not that easy, and I think I'm very grateful to that, to my fans, because my fans have always stood by me for years and years. I was at the time when I wasn't working, I used to step out and I used to meet my fans. They used to say, "Sir, आपको देखने के लिए तरस रहे हैं silver screen पर." मैं उनको कैसे बोलता कि यार मुझे कोई काम ही नहीं मिला. लेकिन eventually you have to work hard, because your start was really good and people still want you. So thanks to OTT platform and thanks to my family, I managed to break out of that, and today I'm standing here getting this award. I mean, I get really embarrassed because my dad never really got so many awards, and he is a superstar and an icon of our industry. But people loved him so much that he didn't need an award for him to exist for so many years in this industry.
As an actor, I was getting an opportunity to headline a film for the first time. A script, a new director, myself, plunging into this something, a story like that for the first time. And I thought, as an actor, as a woman, I really need to be a part of this. I would like to have Naina's story reach out to as many hearts as possible, to as many people as possible, and so I think a big thank you to each and everyone out there, all the people, my audience, and a certain very important section of media also for accepting and embracing this film. It was not a big budget film, we didn't have a very long, prolonged promotional plan or all those things, just enough for you to know, okay, there's a film called A Thursday Coming. But I think it said when, it's time, there's something when you speak from your heart with the right intention, nothing can stop it from reaching and making its own audience. So thank you very much for this.
Mr. Kapoor, if you could have a few words from you.
What I've done in the past. Every story is a new beginning, and it's a process of a lot of unlearning, and then this new idea or this new adventure in front of me has its own demands and demands and a fresh mind, a new approach. And just I think
work, I can leave behind something more than just a couple of laughs. Then for me, it's a more holistic experience. And I've just tasted blood. Yeah, I love the challenge. I love making myself uncomfortable. I love the fear. I love the hard work. I'm a pressure junkie, so every time I pick something that's so-called unconventional, I put in a lot of work into it, and it's just a very fulfilling feeling. So I think I'm going to continue on this path.
Create opportunities, and that's what I try and do once in a while. I think that what drives me is just pushing the boundaries a little bit, maybe taking a little more of a risk, and leading by example. So it feels great to get this award tonight, and I'm going to accept this in complete humility.
If you want to make a real change, then education is the only way. Also, I come from a small town,
And while growing up, I've always kind of tried to search for sources, or I looked for a mentor or somebody who could guide me, tell me how things were done and how to kind of sharpen your talent, and I didn't have that. And then in fact it happened. You want to talk about it?
Hey, good evening everyone. Well, Ultimate Gurus is really just an education platform where you get to go on and try and become better at whatever it is you want to do. We've got courses on acting, on sport, on finance, business and everything else. A massive inspiration was my wife to start the company, purely because I've seen the sort of struggle that she went through to get from Kuch Bihar all the way to Mumbai. And so I really felt that I had to give back in some way, shape or format to a lot of the people who are trying to break into the industry, regardless of what they're trying to break into. So
okay. I'll sing a song that is a favorite of mine. It's from Manisa's film, a very old film of his. But I became an actor because I wanted to be a Maniratnam heroine, so I'll sing one of his songs. Someone save me. चुपके से लग जा गले, रात की चादर तले, चांद की भी आहट न हो, बादल के पीछे चले.
Saurav, I don't think is here, or at least I can't see him. There he is. Hello. And times now, and everybody here, the Brand Vision Summit has been doing an absolutely great job at awarding relevant brands, because many functions happen and they don't do their research, but this one is very well researched. So I'd like to thank everyone, and especially I'd love to thank all my friends sitting here who won an award, especially Aditi, Mouni and Suraj. I believe Bhumi and Vani left, but absolutely well deserved. And now